Yeah.
All right. We are live back in, well, not so much Doomsday's Krypt, Doomsday's empty room. But I'm here with Jake Scozzaro. I told you I'd butcher it. I'd stutter the way through, but Scozzaro, I got that right,
You
right?
got that
You
right.
got it.
Yeah.
Oh my God! And now we go to Mike's. All right, and we're back again with Michael Moutsatsos.
You got it.
Jesus, tongue twisters! I'm telling you. No, it's great to have you guys back. Jake is the star of Ravage, which we talked about before. It's a film by Michael Moutsatsos, and I'm excited to have them both on. Jake, fantastic job in Ravage, dude. I liked it. I was happy, and now with watching that, and you guys, I don't know when you folks are going to be able to see it, but it's a really, really good, well done movie.
Yeah.
And Michael did a movie called The Butcher, right? Was that what it's called? Butcher?
The Butcher, yeah.
The Butcher.
Yeah, The
Fantastic.
Butcher. It's like what people know me now lately as The Butcher, but you are the actual Butcher.
I'm
You are the
original
Butcher.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
the original Butcher. I'm the name Butcher.
Right.
But but Ravage was fantastic. I really enjoyed this. It was a different type of movie. And Jake, you had a lot on your shoulders with that movie. And I think you did it really, really well between the personalities you had to deal with and, you know, the emotions you had to go through as an actor. I think you did an excellent job.
Thanks, man. Really appreciate that. Yeah, it was when Michael sent me the script breakdown for it and the character and everything. Right when I started to read it, I saw it as a role that if the actor put the work into the role, that there's a lot of potential to it. And you know, I just saw that there's something. There was something there, you know, and you don't get that with every script, especially not in this city in Los Angeles. You know, you don't get a character that you connect with right off the bat that way. So when it happens, you know, you don't take it for granted, and you do everything that you can to make it come to life. You know, I'm just fortunate to have found Michael and to have finally worked with him, because we had talked about working prior to that, but the stars just sort of aligned. And you know, he's a super passionate director, man. I can't even put words into it, quite frankly, but it's great because I'm that way with acting. So when the two of them mesh together, you know, there's no telling where we can go from there. So
thanks.
And I've seen that a lot in the community, and I love seeing it in the indie community. Michael's one of them that I really enjoy. He finds the right people around him, and it really, for indie films, I think can go a long way when you have that good team up. He calls you his De Niro. So I was like, I got to talk to the guy. You're talking to me. You're talking to me.
Incredible.
But
He's awesome.
I mean, it wasn't an easy role, man. I mean, just watching the film and all the things you had to go through, especially when you had your co-star with you. That guy was kind of a little stiff to deal with.
Marv.
Oh yeah,
Marv, and he tried. He didn't do much, and he just wants to sit there and kind of take the spotlight off of you. Was there any like egos that kind of butted heads there? Was there a little competition on your end or on his end, or did you feel that?
Yeah, he's super rock hard, you know. It's hard to break him. He's so solid. So Marvin,
he is a solid actor. He was a little wooden on his performance, I gotta say. He was a little wooden. Is it hard acting with a wooden character? Somebody who's just got a wooden personality and comes across, and you're trying to put on your best performance, and this guy's just a stiff. You know,
right?
I mean,
yeah, he's so set in his ways. You know, there's no budging him. He's set in that character, and that's the way that he's going to play it, and he's going to play it just like that. And there's no change in it.
And he did look happy. He did look happy throughout in the scenes, you know. But there was something dark about him.
Where's Marv?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got him over your shoulder.
There he is.
There he is. Hey, buddy.
There's Marv.
There he is.
You know, I watched a film recently, and there was a a doll character, and it was like I kept thinking about Marv. You know, like Marv could have pulled off the performance way better. It was one with Anthony Hopkins and
Magic.
Burgess Meredith.
Magic.
Burgess Meredith. Yeah. That was
great.
Yeah, I'd never seen it before, and I was like, you know what? Let me take a look at this. Yeah, Marv. I think you're like the De Niro, and I guess Marv is kind of, you know, got a little influence from him. So that's pretty cool. You know, it's always good to have your idols and be able to have a role that's kind of similar. Not similar in the movie wise, but
that dummy was called Fats. His name was Fats.
Yeah, Fats.
Oh yeah. That's so funny. Yeah. He recommended to watch that movie for the character, because Marv's in several scenes in Ravage. So I watched that movie numerous times. Just to kind of get the feel for that kind of atmosphere. So, but I actually looked at Marv in the eyes. Like I would look at as the character. I would look at him for certain scenes, and really, you can get lost in there.
Feed off his performance, you'd almost kind of be a little like, man, I can't. This is legendary working with this man. Marv,
It's once in a lifetime, So
I'm gonna say hi to everybody in the chat. Fantastic actor and film guy here too. Cody Huskins with Huskins Horror Studios. He's got a really cool film coming out. Camp Crystal Cabin 6, one of my favorite Jason Hawk makers. He'll be with me at the convention coming up. He's he does some sick stuff. My friend Barry Lee Cusick is here, and Facebook user, I am not sure who it is. Let me see if I can find it real quick. It's probably Sal or somebody. Let's see. I don't know. If you can, whoever's the Facebook user, you can let me see your name if you just click on the StreamYards, and then I can see it in front of me. But thank you guys for all being here. I'm here with Jake Scozzaro and Mike Moutsatsos. So,
that's how you got it.
You got it,
You got it, man.
I'm getting better. I mean, if Howard Stern didn't already have Stuttering John, it would be me just trying to say last names. Good Lord. Good Lord.
Funny. Oh,
Cody's sending some love from the horror community. Yeah, these guys got a fantastic horror film. Actually, series now with Ravage. Jake is a very talented guy. He had a very challenging role, and I really think he pulled it off very well. Very well.
Yeah, I mean, with the new one with Ravage Nation now, we got a little bit more of the onion revealed. Dean Taylor, his character, has got like 45 different personalities.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot.
He's got the DID in there now, so we're going to reveal maybe about 6 or 7 of the different characters that are in Dean, inside his brain. But he's pulling it off. Jake's doing a great job with them,
Are you, now that you've done Ravage Nation, are you feeling even more comfortable as Dean? Like, is it like was it even easier in a sense, even though you have more going in like you just understand the character even that much better after even doing the job though on the first Ravage, but also probably seeing your performance and see it going, okay, does that help? And did that make it easier, or was it more difficult because you had more ways you had to flesh it out? I'm guessing. I haven't seen Ravage Nation, so I'm just going off of.
We're still filming that, so.
Yeah. I think. Well, there's two things. I think in the second movie, I totally know I'm comfortable with his directing stuff, with Michael's directing style on another level. So I feel very free in expressing the character and just comfortable in his skin. But he evolved the character of Dean Taylor in the second movie in a way where, I mean, it's like, all my years of training, I I mean, this is like my playground, you know what I mean? He wrote these really, really deep characters for me in the second movie, and it's just like, it's just such a blast. I think, you know, it's just pure endorphins, and I love just diving into these characters that he wrote for the second one. So it's an expansion on Dean, but it's also just an incredible platform to, you know, explore my versatility and training that I had for so many years, and really just, you know, use what I was taught and just take it up a notch. And, you know, it's awesome, man. It's great. And the characters that he wrote are so, they differ so much from one another that it's like, it's just, you know, it's just a blast, man. I'm having such a riot with it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, not as somebody who's not an actor but speaks to a lot of them. No, but just kidding. I figured it's got to be, this type of role has to be an actor's dream, because like you were saying, there's so many different ways you can act in one movie. Like there's just so many roles in one character.
Yeah.
So you could go from being this one person to this other person to this other person. How hard is it to switch it off? Do you ever get yourself caught in the scene? I'm the wrong character.
I usually do a little, like, I do preparation aside from filming, like when we're apart from doing that, and I have little nuances that I internally kick into, if that makes any sense. That I kind of in turn, like little ticks, or for each character that we've explored so far. So like when and Michael can attest to this, but when we're filming, I'll go take a walk real quick just for, you know, a couple seconds, and I'll do whatever I need to do to get into that particular character. And when I'm going from one character to another personality, from one split personality to another split personality, I have found different, like, physical changes that I've been exploring that carry me from one to the other ones. You know, I like did little ticks, little you know, little things like that. And I've watched I've done some research too on that stuff, because I just think it's super fascinating. You know, and real acting, in a sense, is comfortable split personalities. You know, the career of acting as a whole, that's how I view it, at least, is the only difference is that you're comfortably creating other humans, as opposed to not having any control over it. Mm-hmm. If that makes any sense.
Oh, it makes total sense, because like it's not just saying the lines. It's a lot of it's physical for each, I'm guessing, each character, and the more that we're going to expand. Question for you, Michael, is you know, obviously it's your story and your script, but I know how much you praise Jake from our last conversation, and
right, yeah,
and that's why I was like, I got to talk to this guy, and
yeah,
and I did have I had the music, your sound guy on, your music guy.
Lenny
Lamana. Oh, yeah, I probably butchered his name. Yeah, Len was on. He was really cool, and yeah, I loved the score to it too. So I'll give Len a big shout out, because I had a great time speaking with him also.
Len's great.
Well,
yeah,
it's fantastic.
Yeah, and I think he said he's got even more. You're going to be using him even more in Ravage Nation. So
yeah. I'll probably, I'll, at the end of the day, I'll probably wind up with about maybe 5 to 7 songs. So, yeah. Yeah.
This song stuck out, and obviously a lot of people haven't had a chance to see the movie, and we will run the trailer for Ravage, and I don't know if you want to run the one for Ravage Nation too.
Yeah. I mean, whatever you want to do.
But I mean, the one scene where with the pregnant woman in his song, I really enjoyed it. Stuck out the movie a lot as far as sound for me.
Yeah,
I did enjoy that. But my question also for Michael is, now that you've worked with Jake, and I know how much you enjoy what he does, how much of what, you know, you had the story, how much of his acting and what he's doing influenced, say, going into Ravage Nation? Where has it adjusted, not so much adjusted, but maybe expanded what you do as a writer, because you know exactly what Jake can do from working this in the last film.
When you have a great, not good, when you have a great actor like Jake, and I've worked with him before, and I wanted to see where he can go next, what he can show everybody next. So that's when I started delving a little bit more into his character to reveal the fact that there are other personalities, which is not an easy thing for anybody to do, because you fully have to take on that character. One of the characters is this kid, Reggie, who's 10. I'm in the middle of writing a spin-off for this particular character, because Jake just knocked it out of the park with him. And although there's a written script, I let him just go for it. Just fly with it. There is no right or wrong. He knows where to bring it. He knows what the story's about. So once you know what the story's about, I just let him fly. Don't worry about my written words. I want him to do the character. So I don't care about words. Words in a movie is nothing. I want the.
Well, it's a lot of it's his body language.
100%.
I mean, you can tell the character just by the body language that you portray in it. Like, I caught on, there's something up with this Dean guy, you know, and he's in a situation where it's kind of understandable where he's at that. Loneliness, I think, can become a really mentally impactful.
How long would it take if, say, you or anybody is in a situation where you see nobody around, let alone for 12 to 15 years? Dean Taylor hasn't seen a soul in 15 years. You're not going to have a couple of screws right upstairs. The cabin fever, how long does that kick in? A month, 2 months, 6 months? You start talking to yourself. You need to start talking to somebody, regardless if he picks up a glass and calls him, whatever. I mean, look at Tom Hanks when he was out there, he got the soccer ball and made him his friend when he was on the island.
Wilson.
Wilson. Yeah. I mean,
I love that movie.
I think human nature. Being a human, you need to try to interact.
I think you're cutting out a little bit, Michael. Are you getting that, Jake, on your end?
Yeah. He's just a little bit. You're cutting out there, bud.
Oh, sorry.
I just wanted to let you know. No, you're fine. I just wanted to let you know. But go ahead. I think.
Is he from Mike?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's your headset, because it was kind of getting. It was getting a little bit of static, it seemed. It might want to try to take that out. It might be the headset.
You want me to take it off? Okay.
You could try.
Unplug. I can't hear anybody.
No, we can hear you. We haven't said anything. We'll just see. It might.
Hear you guys a little bit. Is that all right?
Yeah. Yeah, much better.
Yeah.
Much better.
So I'll just
Oh yeah. No.
The headset. Okay.
I
can barely hear.
I wasn't sure if it was my headset either. So.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. It's all good. So,
am I coming in clear for you guys? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with it.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
It's the Reverend. We got a few people in the chat, but I agree with you. I mean, you were saying it's like once you start going down that rabbit hole, I think it's one of those things where you just keep sinking further and further and deeper and deeper.
100%. 100%.
Yeah, it's I think he might have froze. I don't know. Oh no, he's good. He's
there
back
he is.
again. But yeah, it's
Michael.
Me.
He's got like a max headroom. I don't know if you know who a Max Headroom was. He was back in the 80s.
Yeah.
It's getting like a little bit of that sound effect. Yeah. Which was
totally.
great.
That's a good reference. Yeah.
Yeah, I know way too much TV drama. Just don't. And I remembered his name too, and I didn't butcher the last one.
No, you didn't.
No, it only takes me. I finally learned it. It's what 40 years later. So, but no, I really love the writing that goes into a lot of these films, and guys like Michael who write it, and then I see actors bringing it to life and the way they're filmed, like you're doing, Jake, and it was just, there was so much in Ravage that you had to go through, like we were talking about, and just the level of, like you said, different twitches, and like Michael was saying, it's more of the body language than it is even the voice. It's not like you have to change your voice to become these personalities. You can almost see it with the way your body language is performing it on top.
Thank you. And I just want to say, a really important thing about the body language is that I was not going to let it be external. I had to feel it. That kind of a thing in the way that he wrote that character, the 12 years without seeing people, all that stuff, it had to come from somewhere, and it had to be, the character, I had to feel that, you know what I mean? For it to come out. Otherwise, it just would have looked, that kind of a character, you could run into danger of a lot of cliche elements and just doing things, just right off the top of the book, but I had to really to feel it and find things. And what was so fascinating is that there was a lot of takes in that movie, and this is another thing I just can't get enough of because I have tons of theater training, is that Michael's a one-take director, man, and he's not, he's all about just being in the environment, and he lets the actor find the thing. So for an actor who does work in being in the setting, it's your best dream to have that kind of a thing. So I was able to find things, and having a director that isn't cut every 2 seconds, stand here, stand here, stand here, which there are a lot of directors that are, especially in Los Angeles, that are like that, quite frankly. So he allowed me the timing to find it, and to comfortably find it, and it's there forever now. So that's, it's fantastic.
That's good that's awesome that you guys had the chemistry where you felt you were able to do it. I mean, it's a role that you have to really be a method actor. And I don't think that's a role that you could find somebody who's not a method actor and be able to do it and pull it off well. So I think Michael, with how proud he is of you and your performance, he made the right call on it.
Oh yeah, it was just lighting in a bottle that the two of us working together. It's excellent.
He's trying to give us vertigo, man.
Yeah, there he is.
He's in Doctor Strange's multi-universe right now.
There he is. I think he's coming through now. He's hysterical, man.
I really enjoy Michael. He's a lot of fun. I had a blast with him when I spoke with him the other time, and now I can't hear him at all. So I don't know. It's freezing. Despina, is it freezing for all three of us? Are we freezing, or is it just maybe Michael?
We could be coming to there. He's on mute though, I think now. Are you on mute, yeah. Michael? Yeah.
Hold on a sec. Let me.
There he is.
If I go to. It doesn't seem like it's freezing. Like I got the sound off, but it doesn't seem like it's freezing on our end. Maybe.
You're not freezing to me, John.
No, I was looking also on the Facebook live stream to see if maybe we were freezing, but I think yeah, Michael and Jake. She said you were freezing a little bit. I think it's just your connection, but I think you're coming in a little better now. You gotta love the internet nowadays. Yeah, I can't hear you, Mike.
Yeah, we can't hear you. We can't hear you right now, Michael.
It says you're on. Did you hit the mute button, Mike? Oh wait, no, that's my computer screen. Never mind. I'm multitasking. I cannot walk and chew gum. That's why I have a lot of respect for what you do, because I could barely run a computer.
You're doing a great job, man. You always have someone new on, I see. So that's excellent. I really wanted to help start a podcast channel or something. I think that's so cool.
It's a lot of fun, man. It's something I work a lot, and I don't really go out anymore. Like, you know, I work pretty much every day, so it's not like I go out and party or anything. So this is my way of getting out, socializing with the community, talking about things I love, films, horror, interesting people, actors, filmmakers like Michael, actors like you. I've had some really great guests. I mean, I've been lucky to be able to speak. I was talking last night, and I was mentioning this. I mean, I've had so much fun speaking to everybody that I've met, and all the different talents in the community. It's just, for me, it's a lot of fun. It's like it's my new hobby.
Yeah, man, and you asked really cool questions, and you're into the the interview. Like when I saw the Len interview, that was really cool. You guys were really going in there. You had some really good fun.
And I want to give his band a shout out. It's Frail Fragments, I believe.
Frail Fragment, yeah.
So, yeah, Frail Fragment. I want to make sure I got that. Are you having sound now, Mike? Can you hear us? If you can hear us,
yeah. Can you hear us, Michael?
Okay. Did you look on your StreamYard, see if you accidentally hit the mute on it?
Hey, it's frozen again right now, I think.
I mean, he seems like he's coming in clearer. Try bouncing out of the room and coming back in. Sometimes StreamYards is like that. Like, just bounce out and I'll bring you back in. Yeah, the audio's having some issues. Oh, yeah, let's see what happens when he comes back in. But yeah, Jake, okay. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with Len talking music, because that's another passion of mine is music. So to be able to talk to musicians, I've had a few of them.
Do you play anything?
I used to. It's been a little, ever since I started this job, I kind of, gave it up a little bit. I used to like to just kind of jam around, whether it was just, I mean, I was nothing special or anything. It wasn't like I toured or anything like that. I just enjoyed it. I enjoyed playing music with my friends and, whatever, just hanging out, whether it was singing or playing the guitar or playing the drums all badly, but I enjoyed it. I mean, I wasn't good. I wasn't like awful, but I certainly wasn't good. I just like to do it.
Yeah, my father plays guitar for a living, so it's like, I would get the free lessons as opposed to paying $40 an hour, but it's like the guy picked up a guitar when he was 8 years old. I've seen him with a guitar more in his hands than without one. So when comparing people, like, are you good at guitar? I'm like, I guess I'm all right, but when you see, like he's incredible. But he's like always has a guitar in his hands, and
like Richie Valenzuela at his flying guitar.
Oh my God, the dinner table, everything. He's in love with the thing, So but he's incredible. So I mean, that's what it takes. It takes a lot of time you have to really commit, And I found that with acting, fortunately, but so.
Let's see if we can hear Michael now.
Hey.
There he is.
Now we hear you. Yes.
There we go.
Much better.
Yay.
I left and came back in, so.
You just gotta leave. Did you knock 3 times to come back in, and that helped out?
I said Candyman 5 times.
Yeah, but now you're coming in perfect, man. StreamYards is weird like that.
I'm just here to be his Robin. He's the Batman right now. I mean, it's about Jake, so I'm just the backup. He's Diana Ross, and I'm the Supreme. So,
it takes teams. It takes everything, man. You guys make a good team. I know how proud you are of Jake.
I am,
you can tell whenever Jake's name comes up, you can tell when somebody's just really proud. It's almost like a father proud of his son kind of feeling he's got when he sees you doing things, and it's like,
He's so
It's an honor.
encouraging.
You know,
absolutely.
He's so encouraging, man. So encouraging.
that's
Absolutely.
like my son.
We
He's here.
We truly get along too, so it's not like it's we like each other.
Yeah, exactly. We work together too.
Well, you can
Yeah.
tell it's like a big brother kind of deal. Like he's proud of he's just proud of you, which is really, really cool. And Despina is saying much better guys.
Oh.
So that's good to hear.
Cool.
Nice.
Thank you.
And yeah, I couldn't teach myself. Devontae's my son, and he's just being nice. I wasn't awesome at the guitar. I like to play. It was fun. Like I like to play power chords with a lot of
Oh,
different or something. But yeah, that's my son.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Hi.
Now he's a dad. He's got my grandkid, just turned a year old, adorable little girl.
Oh wow.
So, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he's in Canada, so I haven't had a chance to see her yet. So just pictures and videos, which is nice with, modern technology. You can actually feel like you're seeing them. You should think I'm a funny guy too. Get her laugh. She thinks I'm fun. Do the goofy grandpa faces.
The goofy grandpa face.
Yeah, it's weird calling grandpa, but you accept it. You accept it.
Where are you now?
I'm in Missouri.
Missouri. Okay.
I'm south of Kansas City. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Kids have. He's got these memories as a kid of me being great at everything, and I was like, I was subpar. Just you know how your dad, you look at your dad, and he's just being nice. I'm glad he enjoys it. Don't mind him. He's being humble. But I want to get him down here, get him and my granddaughter and his girlfriend and his other son. He's like me. His girlfriend has a son, took him under his wing, and now it's his son too, Jackson.
Right,
so I'd love to get his family down for a convention type deal and come hang out at a horror convention. It'd be a lot of fun because my parents love him to death too, and to meet their great granddaughter would be really, really cool. But yeah, it is a blessing, Antonia. It's definitely a blessing. But enough about me and my family. We're talking about, all right, what about your guys' family? Any grandkids? No, I'm just kidding. So you guys have been filming.
Have cats.
Oh, cats. So you guys have been filming, right? I mean, you were just on location shooting this weekend?
2 days? 3 days ago? Or whatever, Tuesday.
3 days ago, Thursday. Yeah. We're in Switzer Falls.
Switzer Falls, yeah.
Sunday. Switzer Falls, yeah. We're going back.
And what has been the most challenging thing for this filming so far? Has it been like the weather? Have you had issues with that? I think I hit the button.
Getting service when we're up in the mountains trying to get an Uber back to civilization. We're walking around.
Just go to walkie-talkies and a big old antenna from there.
Yeah, right.
Wi-Fi is not too good there. No hotspots.
In Malibu or no cell service.
I think your room's trying to kick you out. His room.
Yeah.
It went back to doing the same thing. Everything was going so good.
It was going so smooth, Michael. I think you're cutting out again, yeah.
Yeah, you went to Matt's headroom again. Is he in the mountains?
Hey.
Yeah, you're in Falls again?
Are we good?
Joking. Good.
I know you guys are breaking up too with me too, so.
Yeah. You were fine. Maybe try bouncing back out again and coming back in. We'll get you in there, and then.
Yeah, you were just fine a second ago.
I think he's.
How's that?
You might want to bounce out and come back in, and then we'll try to get him running smooth and let him talk a little bit in case it does go. If you can get him, we can get you smooth, and then get him in on some of the conversation in case it does kick out again. Then
Yeah.
I'm trying another room.
can't hear
Okay,
Michael.
we can
Makes
hear
an
you.
How's
exciting
that?
show. Better, I think.
Yeah, better. I'm in my living room.
Oh,
Little breaking up,
You hear me?
but
Yeah. Now let me go back.
I'll get my producer technician on it. Oh, don't have one.
no.
Sound guy.
See, where's my sound?
Love you, Last Jake.
It just takes me back to Max Headroom days.
That's a great smile, though. We hit a nice freeze there.
All right, I think we're good.
Good.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
No, it's like a 1 second delay. I can hear you.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Starting. It's
Like a
getting better.
it sounds kind of like a robot.
Yeah, a little.
Yeah.
Oh, internet serving the greater horror
That's a
area.
nice freeze.
Camp Crystal Cabin 6. Well, let's go through a few comments. Have you guys got any questions for? Let's roll the trailer, and that'll give him a chance to.
Yeah.
Let's roll some Ravage trailers, and you guys can see some of Jake's performance. All right.
Yeah.
We will go with. We're gonna go with. Well, there's 4 of them. He's got the original Ravage trailer, so we'll go with that, and that's from about 8 months ago.
Sure. Thank you.
Oh, no problem. I'm happy to watch it myself. Oh.
In 2019, plague was brought upon us. It started overseas in Wuhan, China. Slowly, quietly at first. No one in the United States paid much attention to it. Then a few cases popped up here and there. Later, we were to find out our president knew all too real the dangers that were to engulf us all.
My name is Dean Taylor. I am immune. I will be at the LA River every day at noon. I am a survivor.
Rock and roll star.
My name is Dean Taylor. The year is 2032. I am the last human alive. I'm telling you this because this is the only story that's left to tell. How's it going, Marv? Still me and you, but no pointing to, huh? Let me ask you a question, buddy. Do you ever hear growling noises outside the door at night? No, you haven't. I didn't think so.
On my advice, never point a gun at me.
What are you doing?
One of the coolest fishermen in the world there.
Right? That was
Yeah.
so awesome.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
He's so, man. That was a riot.
That is cool. That was a cool trailer too, and that was your first trailer for the film. You have some other ones. Let me make sure I don't.
Yeah, that
I'm
was
gonna
the
get.
first one.
Yeah, yeah. I just didn't want it. I got autumn stream rolling on this, so the Butcher movie. We could say, one of these days, Mike, we got to do the Butcher movie and just do a watch along with that. I know, unfortunately, you don't have Jake in that one, but when Ravage does become public, I definitely want to do a watch party. Let's see.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
That'd be super cool, yeah.
Ravage 2, the Hunted Sizzle Reel. Sizzle Reel. You ready to watch that one?
Sure, yeah.
Let's do it. Let's watch some of these trailers. I think they're fantastic. He's most definitely awesome in this. Jake's really does a great job.
Oh, thank you, Facebook user.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure out who it is.
Yeah, whoever it is, you're amazing.
Oh, it's Len Lamana.
Oh, Len.
Yes.
Incredible score, buddy. Incredible score, man. Your music is just, it makes the movie so, oh man, it amplifies it.
We were just talking about that. Yes, yes, I loved his music in that, especially in that one scene. Guys, check out Len Lamana. He's in the chat and he does some really, really cool music. A lot of Alice in Chains. Yeah, yeah. He gave me a lot of vibes of 90s vibes, which is, I'm definitely a 90s fan. And,
you guys were talking a lot of 90s stuff and he's super knowledgeable.
Yeah. I had a good time. It'd been a while since like I said, talked about anybody about music. I did have Dookie Flyswatter on, and that's a documentary, and he did music too, but it was more punk, which I enjoyed.
Yeah.
I enjoy punk a lot, and I thought it was really cool because it was a horror slash, Frail Fragment. Definitely check out Frail Fragment.
Frail Fragment, yeah, please check it out, guys.
Yeah, Frail Fragment. Yeah. Len, if you go to the video you're watching, it'll say StreamYards, and it'll let Facebook show your name. So yeah, that's Len. So check out Frail Fragment. I'll drop your you could drop it if you want in the chat, in the Facebook chat, so people can follow you. There we go. He's in YouTube now. I don't know why this isn't getting a lot of sound. I'm not hearing sound in the trailer.
Yeah, it's a little choppy.
Yeah.
Is it coming up choppy for you too? Kind of looks cool though, some of the freeze frame shots, honestly.
I haven't noticed any like freeze framing, but I was kind of looking at the chat and kind of going back and forth.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's a little bit choppy. But you can find all this on Mike's YouTube channel.
Or Mike's YouTube, yeah.
Yeah, I can even post it in Facebook too, which I will after the trailer's over. I'll post it up on Facebook. Actually, I can do it from this phone. Multitask. Yeah. I don't know why. We'll try it again. Because I don't want everybody in the chat. I mean, at least we could talk through it. We could even go here like this. Which we should have done.
Is Michael frozen again?
I don't know. I feel he doesn't. I can see him, but I don't hear him.
Yeah, I see him.
Oh, you know what? No, he's in there. I know it's got to be incredibly frustrating for him.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna leave and come back. But I'm gonna share the trailers, guys. You can always watch this, and I'm gonna put it on shrink the screen so everybody can see.
And actually, just a quick note too. The girl, the Asian girl in the trailer.
Yep.
Michael gave her a significant part in the second movie because just when it came to the editing in the first one, she didn't make the cut, so he gave her a big big scene in the second one. So he's that kind of a way too. It's like if you put the work in, or you know what I mean. If you show up or he likes you, like if you don't make the cut in one of them, then he'll throw you a bone in another project. So that's
He seems like a real loyal guy.
Super loyal, 100%, 100%.
That goes a long way and that's really cool. I'll share this out for whatever reason. I can't stand Facebook and this. It's just we're having all sorts of problems tonight, folks, but we're doing the best we can.
Yes, we are.
Mike's back.
Michael, come on. Yay.
I'm here.
There you are.
Can all right, I'm back. Am I back?
Now you're back.
Am I back?
We're going to let you talk because you're clear now.
All right, rock and roll.
Oh, yeah, I could play.
Don't worry about me, man. I mean, it's Jake's night, so.
Yeah, it's been fantastic on talking to Jake too.
Yeah.
So how did you guys meet up? How did you guys find each other?
Go ahead.
On backstage originally, I think like 5 years ago or 4 or 5 years ago. 5 years ago.
5 years, yeah.
So what happened was he was doing I think it was before The Butcher. He was doing another film or something, and he liked my reel. He reached out to me, and I think I was in a play or something. Like the timing just didn't work out for that particular film, but he would send me synopsises of different ideas that he had for films. Like one of them was Amityville Legend was a film that he had in mind, and he sent me the character that he thought that I would play. And I asked him, I specifically remember, I was like, how deep do you want me to go? And he's like, I want you to go real deep. And I was like, okay, this is the kind of director I want to work with. So I started watching documentaries and about the real life stuff with Amityville, and I was sending him and he was very reciprocating with all that stuff. And that's he was on top of it. Like he knew what he wanted, his vision as a director, and he was giving me different outlets for research and work to do as an actor. So we had that consistent communication, and I think that we were on the same frequency throughout the time period of actually working together up until we did. And then when we finally did, that's when it all came together, I think.
No. We had
that's really
no, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You're coming in clear. I got to turn off my cam for 1 second, and I'll be listening though.
No, we had we filmed a particular scene, and which didn't make it into Ravage. I'm trying to keep it in the second one because he has a great acting moment in it. But again, it's about the story. I mean, I'd love to have it back in there. Right now, it's in the assembly that I have of Ravage Nation. But I mean, I would like to keep it in there. But I mean, Jake's got great moments throughout the whole movie. So.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, Jake was really. I mean, it was like I said. I mean, other than a few scenes with other people, a lot of it was was surviving on his own with his personalities and his the dark descent into the rabbit hole of being alone for that many years. But I do want to give a shout out to somebody. Oh, go ahead. Phil Herman's the one who introduced me to you guys. Phil Herman was the guy who introduced me. So I got this in the mail the other day. I cannot wait to watch it. Got to give Phil a shout out. He's recommended me, and I appreciate it. Yes. I'm going to be giving that a watch as soon as I can find 5 seconds to do something. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Yeah,
he's the man.
He's working on a new project right now, so I'm going to be involved in his new project.
Yeah, you're in the anthology, right?
Yeah,
it's like an anthology. Yeah,
it's like an anthology. It's kind of similar to mine. It's about, in the wasteland in the future. There's a pandemic, et cetera, et cetera. I'm putting together a thing of Jake and some of the hybrid creatures that are in Ravage Nation, and I believe that's going to be opening up Phil's movie.
Yeah, that's right.
There's a few. There's a few directors that are involved. And Doomsday Stories or something, or
Doomsday Stories, yeah. I think so, yeah.
Doomsday's Krypt.
Hey.
There you go.
No, I had to give Phil a shout out.
That's a catchy YouTube name, though. Dude,
thanks. It's evolved from a few different things, and then it finally kind of. It was.
I don't know. It just reminds me of like a Superman kind of thing. It's like.
Well, if you start typing it does go Doomsday's Krypton, but that actually had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, like Krypton.
It was Doomsday Kingdom Army. It had a few different names, and it was before I started doing interviews, and like I just was doing unboxings, and it was based on I was just trying to have a fan community for my friend's comic Doomsday Kingdom, which I got a bunch of art at the other house, original art, friends with the artist and the writer. I'm actually working on a script with the writer of that comic, but everybody called me DK on YouTube because Doomsday Kingdom Army. And it's like, well, I'm doing my own thing. I kind of want it to be my own kind of show. And then it's like, but I want them to call me DK. I want to keep that because a lot of people like Chris Callie, who's here, call me DK on YouTube. More of that than everybody sees me as John on Facebook. So, but everybody knew me as DK, really didn't know my first or last name. And like, how can I do that? And I had the downstairs set up, and you got all my horror stuff in there, and it's kind of like a crypt. So Doomsday's Krypt with a K, and I do like that I went with the K for the crypt. It kind of just it keeps it makes it different. Yeah. I did get I got to post it in Facebook, but I got the hats and shirts coming, and I really love it because an artist friend of mine, Michael Toth, did the art. A good friend of mine, Thomas Bruce, did the lettering and stuff for me, and then I got I don't want to screw up. I got it posted. The guy who's going to be making the shirts, I just started dealing with him. He does a lot of the hats and shirts for Scott Straka, who's a fantastic artist too. Oh,
that's great.
And Len St. Alexandra and Jake were killer in Ravage, and great job directing, Mike. And I agree.
Thanks, Len. You too, man. You were awesome.
How about if I can get it to come in clear, I'd love to play, because it's the Ravage song for if it'll come in clear.
Oh my God, yeah, it's perfect.
It fits so well.
It fits so well for the movie. Oh my God, yeah.
It really does. Oh, here we go. Let's do this.
The one with the credits, right? Ravage. You're talking
Yeah, but this is Lens.
Oh, that's the other one. Okay.
Oh, is there another one you want me to play?
Yeah.
No, this is Lens.
The other one's not.
This is Lens.
This is Lens.
That interlude is so sick.
Yeah, this stuck out to me a lot in the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, that breakdown, dude. It's perfect.
It fits.
She was awesome, Alexandra. She was great. She lives in New York City. She came down. Michael found her. She came down here. So she was awesome. Cool. Garden of Eden, the name of the song. Yeah.
It is, I know it's coming in terrible, guys. So I don't know what's going on with StreamYard tonight, and I might change to a different format soon because
that's all so good.
Oh, I know, but I'm saying sometimes it could be this house too. But StreamYard's like one of those ones. If you're not all using 5G, it wants to give trouble lately, and I think it's more them than it is the connection at times. I really do. So I might try a different platform on it and see how it goes. You know, if it's worth it, I will. Oh, is this still Len? Yeah, this is still Len. We'll play a little bit of Len tunes.
Nice.
It's just the sound's off. Yeah, I feel bad. It doesn't give you any justification of what his music is, and I don't think that's fair to him. But I'm gonna post you guys up there anyway after the stream or in the morning. But you guys, it's very easy to find Len Lamana. You can find him right on YouTube if you type in Len Lamana. Yeah, okay, it's not on stream.
It's incredible. Yeah. It's in the movie Ravage. He's fantastic. He really helps us so much with his music.
It does. It's a really great. I mean, that one scene when we were watching Garden of Eden, and yeah, that to me that went a long way. That was really really cool.
Yeah,
it fit with the movie scene. It was like it was.
Yeah,
yeah, it was great. That's one scene that really stuck out to me in the whole movie because that was. I mean, there's the thing I really enjoy about the movie, and I don't want to say it like weird as it's just, but it is. It's weird. It's so original, which I love. It's one of those ones where there's just a lot going on, and there's a lot. Okay, I can't. You're out of the voice again, the mic. Can't hear you because I know you have a ton to say about that. But oh, there we go. You being a theater actor, I mean, it has to go a long way because there's a lot of theatrics to it, I want to say, but like one man show, there's a lot of stage performance. I'm sure you used a lot of that in the performance. It couldn't have hurt just because the way it is. It's kind of I'm looking for the word.
Yeah.
He looks great talking though.
Oh, did he yeah.
Well, he's not really frozen, but his sound's out again. Well, I appreciate that. Antonio Brantz is, I'm saying your last name right. I mean, it could be a night where I've said names right 87% of the time. But great show, great people. You all are a blessing to all of us. Hey, you know, you guys are all a blessing to us too. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure you feel the same way because it wasn't for the people watching and enjoying.
Oh God, yeah.
You know, say a
Thank
show
God.
or you.
Thank you, yeah, for showing up to this.
Yeah. It's Toth.
Yeah. I think Michael's structure, the way that he structures the narrative, you know, is very engaging. It like the way, I don't want to give anything away, but you know, like the end of Act 2 into Act 3 is very clear in Ravage. Do you know what I'm saying? The way that he had that structured is the storytelling is very very engaging, and he leaves something at the end of the act, the previous act, to carry over into the next one. You know, and that's you can't learn that overnight. You know what I mean?
he's definitely got his own original style, which I think is needed. I mean, that's what I really enjoy about indie. It's not where they're going to do something that they know is going to succeed because they got millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars involved in it, where they don't take the chances that the indie community will. And it gives fresh stories, fresh twists, just fresh ideas too. And
Exactly.
it's really interesting. Like his style is very interesting. And I've watched a few different filmmakers where it's really, really, really interesting. Oh, I didn't even get somebody saying about the t-shirts. I appreciate that. I didn't even like if somebody's interested, let me know, because I didn't even really get the t-shirts thinking anybody would really want them. You know, I kind of got them so I'd wear my brand around at a show, maybe someday. But anybody wants a shirt, you can ask me. Len's asking about that. Hey, no problem, Len. Yeah, yeah. I'm glad you like them. Yeah. If you want one, I'll get some. I was planning on getting some extra made, but I didn't really think too many people would be interested. But a few people said they want a beanie or something like that. That's cool
Yeah,
with
dude.
me.
Well, I'm totally down too, man. Seriously, like it's super enticing, title, man. I dig it. It's so cool.
Oh, I appreciate it. Let's see if I could. Well, I'd have to. Let me see what I can do here. Pull it up. Hold on one sec. Oh, Mike's back. He's back.
What up? 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 T-shirts. Yeah, what's up, man? Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Your
Mr.
dreams
Carter.
were take it out. Mr. Carter.
Mr. Carter. Oh, I love that show. Oh, so many great shows back in the day.
Oh my God.
It's so hard to watch a show now because there's so many of them. I'll be lucky to run into one. The new Krypt show was kind of interesting. Tobin Bell and was in the first one. Krypt show, the series, like the new series that came out. I finally got Shudder.
Yeah. Oh, the new one.
It was yeah. I didn't like it.
Shudder.
Yeah, I haven't watched anything except for like the first half of the first episode and Giancarlo Esposito and Tobin Bell in it. I thought the story was pretty interesting. I could see where I wish it was a full episode of it, but
yeah.
The second part I wasn't really like, it kind of lost me in the second part of the first episode. It was okay, but yeah, I don't know how strong it holds up, but I'm gonna watch it just because.
Did you ever see the movie? The movie it's that like lake and swamp.
I think I'm lagging
like
now.
This, like, goo. It comes. You see that? I think it is.
Now I think we're all lagging. I can't even hear you. You're breaking up on mine. Am I breaking up on yours?
Breaking up with me too. Yeah.
Well, now I hear you fine, and now I don't hear.
Jake is like frozen.
Yeah, now I don't hear Jake, so it's.
Jake's frozen, so. Bye, Jake.
You guys can't hear me?
Now I can. Now it's a little better.
Now I
made it so far. I made it so far. No, you guys are both frozen. No. No. Made it so far.
You guys have ravaged this stream.
The stream is ravaged.
The internet is ravaging it. Your tag, you're in, Jake. Yeah, we're good now, I think. Actually, all three of us are good. Knock on wood. Uh-oh.
What?
Oh
no.
Jake is gone. Jake's gone.
You might want to try back and doing what he did, back out and back in.
He's like frozen.
Am I still?
Yeah.
Okay, they're saying.
Am I
you
good?
can exit and come back. Exit and come back.
Yeah, you might want to try.
All right.
Bye.
And my good friend Shangy is here. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Happy to see you here, Shangy. We're talking with Mike Moutsatsos again and
Yeah.
Jake Scozzaro.
Right.
Mike wrote and directed Ravage, and Jake stars in it. And we got the musician with Garden of Eden, or
Yeah.
Eaton, Garden
It's
of
Eden.
Eden,
Right.
Trail Fragments own, Len Lamana. Wow,
There
look
you
at
go.
that. I'm on a roll tonight. Not messing things up too bad. But now the internet's giving us all sorts of problems tonight.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
What are you
anyhow,
gonna do?
I just quickly want to say something about Len because it's like his new album, where I'm using more songs in it. He wrote it during the pandemic, so it ties in, and his music and songs tie in and fit in a lot better with Ravage Nation. When I first met him, it was like it wasn't like music that was done for my movie. He had an album. I dug some of the songs and I said, all right, where can this song fit into my movie? This is like wherever, I'd love to have all 10 songs in my movie. I mean, if I could get, like I said, 7, that would be really cool. Because it is about the pandemic, which is what my movie is about. It's about viruses. It's about mutations. So his music in the new album fits in. So that's a lot better for me, as a filmmaker, as opposed to just, trying to pick a song to make it try to work in my movie.
So it's almost like Pink Floyd's The Wall, and
Yeah.
you know how it was with the Pink Floyd, the Wall, and I think the Wizard of Oz. The music just, I guess, fits it if you watch it at the same timing. Where it's just it just happens to fit, and it happens to be almost, different, but the music he wrote, when you heard it, it's like, this just fits my film perfect. Just the way it, considering it was your film, a lot of it was led to Jake's back. Let's see how he does.
Oh,
Jake,
okay.
are you back? Are you back?
All right. Is it good now? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, well,
Okay.
we're happy to have you, Despina.
He's
I
back.
appreciate all the support.
Yay.
And I know this is Len now. He's saying thanks a lot, Mike.
You're
He
welcome.
appreciates it.
Yeah, man,
Len's-
that's great. I love Len. I love Len.
Len's the man, for sure.
Yeah, I really enjoyed my sit down with him. I've enjoyed all my sit downs. I can't lie. Like I've enjoyed everybody I've met. It's been really an honor for me to have all these people come on that are incredibly talented. And like you both, Len's no different with Braille Fragment. I really enjoyed his music, and like I said, I really enjoyed Garden of Eden, the song that you guys used in there. And it fit that scene really well. Like that made that scene really pop out for me, because I've said it before, you can have the best story if you don't have the actor to pull it off. If you don't have the sound to go with it, it'll fall flat. And it takes all those things coming together. There's so many elements to make a decent movie, and on indie, you're talking even a tougher scale, because the budget and the financing is, not what you don't have the room to play. You don't have the room to say, hey, we could do 50,000 takes, and like you were saying, you got to get it done in these takes, because if you don't get it done, you just have to. There's a real time restraint, which you have in other ways, but there's just a different level of time restraint that you guys have in the indie community to pull off scenes and get it done right.
Well, not only that, but there was a really good thing Clint Eastwood did recently when he directed Matt Damon in Invictus, and Clint was like, okay, we got, let's move on, and Matt's like, well, I want another take, and Clint Eastwood said, why are you wasting everybody's time? Which is brilliant. We got it. Why another take? Why another take? Why? Okay. I do one take and then a backup. Hence any technical things like a helicopter going by or anything like that. But once you get the golden take, a backup for safety just in case. But why are you wasting
bother?
Everybody else's time? Why bother? Why are you wasting everybody else's time? I don't need to do 100 takes. I don't understand these directors that must have 90 takes. 100 Takes, Stanley Kubrick, Fincher,
David
whatever.
Fincher.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
it's like, come on, man, really? I mean, ego, what, what's going on?
Well, I mean, I even understand it as on a small scale. Like I've done unboxing videos where I record where it's not live, and I'll be like, oh, this one's no good. This one's no good. And then I'll usually go back to the first one, and after I screw it up, like I progressively get worse when I do the same thing over and over.
Right.
I don't know
Yeah,
if Jake has
exactly.
that problem.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, because the
100%.
unboxings, even though it's not a movie acting, it's still, you got to do the intro, and it's kind of understandable, and I relate to what Mike's saying. If you can get it on one shot and have a second for a backup, that's all you need. Stop.
Yeah.
It's only going to get worse. You're not. You are most of the time. You're not going to use the shots, and you're overthinking it. Probably as an actor, you'd be like, oh, I wish I could do this shot over. But Mike, as a director, sees I can make this work. There's no need to do it more. Maybe one more shot, and we're good. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
there is no need for whatever. I mean, I don't even know half those stories if they're true. I mean, how can I make Jake do something for 100 takes? I turn around and belt the guy. I'm like, can't you get it? I mean, you got it, man. You have to have it. Gotta be by take 5. I mean, what's this bullshit about 100 takes?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I forget.
You want me telling you 100 times?
I forget what director it was or actor, and it was another guy than Clint Eastwood. And yeah, Clint Eastwood's son looks just like Clint Eastwood, so it's
Right?
almost like his clone looks just like him.
Doesn't he, Scott?
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Antonio was talking about too. Yeah, spitting image of his father as a young Clint Eastwood.
100%. He looks. Oh my god.
That's one sequel I'd be all right with recasting. Put Scott Eastwood in there, and let's do another. Let's do some more sequels to some. Yeah. I'd be all right with that. I'd be all right with it.
Totally. Yeah.
Go ahead, make my day, old Dirty Harry. Get him rolling again. I love Clint Eastwood. Though. He's such a living legend. I mean, I think he's even a better director and writer, and as he's gotten older than he is an actor. And I love his movies. Like
I think it's directing. Yeah,
$1 Million Baby was great. Gran Torino.
Yeah,
Mystic River. I mean, he's done some amazing things behind the camera, and he's just had one of the most amazing careers I've ever seen in my life. From where he started to where he is, and the fact that he's still working blows my mind.
Oh, I know. It's
91.
It's
91,
right?
Now. Yeah, 91.
The Mule was last year or 2 years ago.
I didn't like The Mule as much. That was just me. It was okay. It wasn't terrible either. It was a solid movie. It just wasn't one of his better ones. But that's he's made some great ones though. I mean, like you said, Mystic River, $1 Million Baby.
I mean, I love play Misty for me. Back in the 70s, play Jessica Walter playing this, psychotic serial killer after the guy. She's infatuated.
Oh, Bloodwork. Are you talking about Bloodwork?
Was a great one. Gene Hackman,
Jeff Daniels, or whatever.
Bloodwork had Gene Hackman, or am I thinking of a different one? Gene Hackman was in
Unforgiven,
that one.
I think.
No,
right?
Gene Hackman was in Unforgiven, but I think he was in Bloodwork too.
Yeah, Bloodwork. Jeff Daniels, and it's where he has the heart or whatever, and then he gets the heart taken out, or he has a heart transplant, but the heart transplant's a serial killer or something. And it's a good movie. Angelica Houston's in it.
Yeah,
it's been. That came out what? Late 90s.
2002. I think my grandmother took me to see it. She's into that kind of stuff.
He's just done so much. We could probably do an hour just naming his movies. And A Line of Fire was a great one too.
Oh yeah.
That was a great. So many good movies. He's such a legend. I don't know. It's Dirty Harry. You can just go through everything that man's done, and behind and in front of the camera. What's he been
I
doing
know.
since the
He's an
60s?
icon. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Mystic River was with Sean Penn. Yeah, that was a great one.
Sean Penn, yeah. Kevin Bacon, right? Kevin Bacon's in that. That was that ripped your heart out, that ending. Oh my
Oh
God.
man,
Tim
yeah.
Robbins, oh my God. Rips your
Tim
heart right out.
Robbins is another legend there. He's done some good ones. Shawshank Redemption's one of my favorite movies of all time.
The player. You ever seen The Player with
Yeah.
Tim Robbins? He's so good in that. Yeah, he's a legend too, man. Yeah.
He's funny in Nothing to Lose with Martin Lawrence.
Martin.
Shit was funny. That's
Arlington
an
Road.
unrated comedy.
Have you ever seen Arlington Road with Jeff Bridges about the
Yes.
bombs or whatever?
Bomb,
That was a real different movie too.
Yeah.
He can play a lot of different things, Tim Robbins. You know, with the subtlety. He has a very subtle approach to acting, but his subtlety is very like if he's playing unhinged characters, it's very unsettling. You know.
Yeah, yeah. Because you look at him, he's got the kind of a baby face, but he's a big dude. He's like 6'5", 6'6", isn't he?
He's so tall.
Yeah, he's a tall, big dude. Yeah, he's The Longest Ride. Yeah, good Lord, there's so many good.
There's a lot.
Yeah, and I love talking films. That's why when people go, Nate, what's your favorite movie of all time? Oh, yeah, I couldn't do it. Like, that's why it's easier to do horror. What's my favorite movie of all time? I've already named it. Everybody knows what it is. But even that could change all the time. I mean, because there's so many movies I love in the horror genre.
Yeah.
But I only used mine because it was the first one that scared me to death. So that's
Halloween.
the reason. 78, yeah.
How old were you when you watched it for the
when
first
I
time?
watched it? I want to say 6, 7, maybe older, maybe 8. I was young when I saw it, but I loved horror. You know, Jason never scared me. I love Friday the 13th, but never scared me. And I think I saw part 6 was my first Jason that I saw. So what year was that? It was 87.
80,
so
yeah,
I think I that was like the first Friday I saw, but I saw Halloween before that, and I want to say like 85. I'm gonna say around 85. I think it was when I first moved to Massachusetts, and yeah, I was probably maybe 9 or 10 when I saw Halloween 78 on TV. It feels like you're younger. I mean, yeah, it was on TV when I saw it. Yeah, so yeah, it wasn't a theater. I'm not that old yet. I was only 2 when it came out, so it took a few years. But yeah, around 10, and that movie scared the hell out of me. That music, that look, the breathing.
Oh God, yeah, everything about it is like it's just building. You know it's coming. You know it's coming. Oh yeah, the movie's a classic, man. It transcended time, really did.
Yeah.
That movie.
You know, and one of my other favorite horrors of all time, Sleepaway Camp. So I'm excited to meet Melissa Rose. That's in my top 5. People, I mean, at the time, it doesn't hold probably well as it did back then. But that end of that movie, that face she makes, and just the whole reveal, just made that movie. It was.
That ending.
I didn't expect it.
And the way they shot it too, like that frozen, just oh my God, and the look that she's given. Oh God, that's just.
It sent chills down my spine. You know, with the head. Oh, it's something that I'll be showing soon that I can't wait to show some people. But I'll show you guys a little sneak peek of it, which has something to do with Sleepaway Camp. So yeah, I'll let you guys get a sneak peek. But everybody out there in Doomsday's Krypt, there's some cool stuff. And actually, Michael Toast got. We cut out. Michael Toast got some really, really awesome artwork coming to these events. I'm just excited for these events. I'm not even going to lie. There's some really amazing stuff from talent in the community coming to that table. Like I'm not even going to start to name all the people that are there. And hopefully the Doomsday's Krypt loot box. I'm hoping to launch that in the August event. So
That's
getting everything ready for it. Yeah, it's gonna be some cool stuff. I'll give you a sneak peek though if you're a Sleepaway Camp fan. I'll send it
I
to
love
you.
it.
Yeah. But let's see. I got to get up around 7 o'clock in the morning. I know you guys are only California, but I want to get you guys back on when we could do a watch party of Ravage, and hopefully
please,
we could get Michael. He looks so happy though, doesn't he? Even though we can't hear him.
He's so
Such a
in
good
it, you know.
dude.
He's so at home in this environment. It's like he just can. Oh my
Hey
god.
Jake, you could tell him. Cut.
Oh, that's funny.
Put the shoe on the other foot.
Hey, but seriously, Doomsday Krypt, if you want me to call you that on here, but John, I really
John's fine.
I just want to thank you for the exposure and bringing me on here, and Michael, obviously, thank you a million. But just I really appreciate it, man. Every minute has been super fun. So the way that you approach your interviews is really, I mean, you really have a knack for it, man. Seriously, it's very comfortable, and you ask some really interesting questions. So
as long as I don't have to say last names, I'm usually I'm okay. So, I appreciate the kind words, Jake. I'm a big fan of your work. We'll get that watch party going. Maybe we can get like a few other members of the cast. We can get Len on here, Mike, and when we can get to that watch party of Ravage and build up the hype for Ravage Nation, because I think people are going to really enjoy your work in Ravage. I think they will. And when you're doing stuff like this, I know the people on Doomsday's Krypt, they love seeing new actors, and to be able to watch them in a film, it adds to the excitement. So when we can get a Ravage watch party going, I say we do it. Get Len up here. Maybe you could play the songs live as the movie's going on. But I'm just kidding. But it'd be a lot of fun. Yeah. You guys are always welcome. Mike, thank you. You have anything last words there, Mike? Okay.
That was good timing.
But Mike, I know he can hear us. He can hear us. We just can't hear him. He can hear us,
probably, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Everybody's Mira's looking forward to watching Ravage. Len, thank you. Rachel Kelly, so excited to.
Love you, Rachel. You're amazing. She's the best friend for years and years and years. She's so great.
Okay, cool. I mean, thank you guys for all the support in here and everybody who came that's supporting Ravage also. Garden of Eden, yes, very cool. But you guys are welcome back on. Like I said, I'd love to do a watch party and get some more of the cast up here. Maybe that dummy that you had to work with, that Mike's got. Merv, we'll get Merv there.
Yeah.
I wasn't calling you a dummy, Mike. I like you, but that guy behind you, he's kind of the star, the one over his shoulder. Merv.
Yeah.
Does he have any last words? Yeah, you'll have to bring him to the front and center. He's going to want his time on the red carpet when we will do a watch party. Oh, he's going to go get Merv. He could do the best ventriloquist if he wanted to. He could move the mouth and keep his mouth closed. Since we can't hear him, we could think he's the world's greatest ventriloquist. Right?
Yeah, right. There he is. There's Marvy.
Or Marv. I always call him. Damn it, Marv.
Yeah, right.
It is a cool looking puppet, though.
That hair is so cool.
Yeah. I like how they had the black lipstick on him and stuff. It gives it that dark tone and the black around the eyes.
So sick.
Yeah, that had to be a lot of fun. Very cool, Mike.
It's one in a lifetime too, So
yeah, he's invited to the party. He is kind of a co-star in that movie, and in some of the other ones, I forget the guy's name who was working alongside you, the one with the long hair. He looks like Jorge Masvidal, if you ask me, the UFC fighter. He looks a little like Jorge Masvidal, the guy you fight. Yeah, I'd love to bring him on too.
The one still Ravage. Yeah, good.
But yeah, excited to have you guys back on. Oh, sending you love from Florida. Hope to see you at
Great.
Ocala. I'll be down there in a few weeks, May 13th through the 15th. Rachel, I'll be at Orlando Phantasm August 19th through the 21st. And Beatrice Bupley, Amanda Kruger, Freddy Krueger's mom's going to be there. So that'll be really, really exciting. And the Fear Street cast just got announced for that. So some really, really cool Florida conventions coming up. So.
That's great.
Oh, I love Nightmare on Elm Street. Nightmare on Elm Street's one of my favorite mural. I think we're all lagging out now. We're all a mess. So tell you what, guys, I appreciate everything. Yeah, I love Nightmare on Elm Street.
Still, but bye. Is that it? We done? John, you're awesome. Michael, love you, buddy.